Okay. All good to go. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Right now, people, we have the great artist by the name and the sounds of Garnett Silk. Okay, make sure you keep it locked in. Definitely playing some positive vibes, positive energy. That particular tune right there was called Family Table. Definitely feeling that one. Right now, without further ado, we're gonna welcome to the Big Bad Station. Okay, Garnett Silk. How are you?
I'm brave like a lion. djkat never back down from no one. She got her eyes well peeled. I don't know the deal. Said it's sign and we'll see well. Yes.
Yeah.
Sister. Oh, go on, Kat.
blessings every time. So, of course, tell the listeners, who is Garnett Silk? Tell us something about you.
I'm just a humble youth, out of the parish of Manchester. Just love music, love people, love the vibe, and just love life overall.
For real.
Iran is music, and music is Iran.
Definitely. And when I hear the name Silk, I automatically think of Garnett Silk. Is there a reason for that?
My brother,
Okay.
he's my brother. Blood. When I talk about when Rastafari, when we just said, my brother that. No. It's the same blood that runs through our vein.
For real. Definitely. And what is it about music that's so inspirational for yourself?
Music is life.
For real.
djkat, music is life, and for me, music is everything. Music is my world,
Yeah.
From the moment I was born out of my mom and heard my mom singing, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do in life, and that was to sing, to become one of those people singing, on the radio.
Yeah.
And so all my days of growing up and going to school and the only thing that I could think about was just music. Whenever I was sad, whenever I wanted to build a vibe, whenever I wanted to feel, a moment of upliftment, I turned to music.
Definitely, for real. And tell us, how did it all begin? I know you spoke about your mum there. How did your music career and journey start? How did it all happen?
I remember living in a little community called Downs, Manchester, when I was a little youth, and I remember my mom used to just sing while she was doing household work and things. She used to just sing to an eye. She used to sing, she used to just sing like, maybe you don't know me any more than I know you, and I wouldn't blame you if you should walk away. I've been watching you all evening with a teardrop in your eyes.
Yeah.
From the moment, I heard my mom's voice, music just took onto itself to I to music. And, all my days, I'm just going up and coming through, and then, I came to Mandeville to live, my father and thing from that little town now, and I was living at the Carteret Road. And now music became even more to I when I started, I was introduced to two youth, one that play a guitar and one that play a keyboard, the Vassianas brothers,
Okay.
Rodolph and Rowan Vassiana, and singing for church, I used to sing for youth fellowship and thing, so.
Yeah.
And then from that to JCDC, singing with JCDC,
Okay.
Going around from parish to parish.
Yeah.
And then when I came to college in Kingston now, I met up with my brethren Nigel Staff.
Okay.
And we used to make some beautiful music together, just performing at barbecues and stuff. And the recording part now start with Tommy Cowan.
Okay.
Which was talent in court with Tommy Cowan, and the rest was history after that.
Wow. Okay.
Because at that time I was around my brother Garnett. And at that time Garnett was the top artist in Jamaica, the biggest singer, the next that they were comparing to Bob Marley at the time, say next Garnett, even though if you tell him that he would say no, Baba and Garnett are Garnett, you know.
Yeah, for real.
To have many children like sun on the seashore, you know, the words of Garnett.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the inspiration of music got bigger and stronger right there. Because I saw the success, and because when I used to do music, it was just for fun.
Okay.
It was just for fun. I just love singing and thing, and it was just for fun. But it became business when I was around my brother, and I saw, you know, how he was using that to feed the family.
Yeah, for real. Wow, what a story already! What a story. You know, we just listened to the song called "Family Table," and I want to know kind of how that song came about.
That song came about, you know, because music is not easy. Because everyone might see a musician or see a singer, and you know, because sometimes you have a 1 or 2 song playing on the radio, people might think, say, yeah, everything are going and everything is good and you're rich and everything there.
Yeah.
You know, but we're just going out and working every day like just like the ordinary man to go out and work. Even sometimes people think say music is not hard, but it's one of the hardest job, you know, because you have to bleach, you have to sit down, you have to always writing songs and, you know, looking for inspiration and the next topic to write about. And then when you're there, sometime, you know, you might go to a show or a festival and you hear that you're working, you'll be performing at 12 o'clock and you don't get to go on stage until 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, you have bleach and thing, and then the next day, and you have something else to do. So, you know, it's the road is not easy, and enough time we go, we find ourselves. I remember going to a couple of shows overseas, and at the end of the when I finish perform, I look for the promoter to get paid, and no promoter inside. Promoter just work and gone about in business and not get paid, so we come home, you know. But we never commit no crime, we never commit no fraud. We have a day on the road, you know, and we hustling to take the next meal, you know, home, because the youth them at home and the family at home to be fed, you know.
Yeah, for real.
So we have to just do this all. So that song came about just because of that hard work. And again, I've seen people who are on the street doing their thing too, you know.
Yeah.
And they themselves have to be struggling. Enough time here, a man say, you know, why, who will do nothing, Rasta might come to me and, you know, I might just driving down the road and I say, fire from man, me there, so not a thing, me don't make it, just buy something for me in a place, because me have the mouth, you them a yard, if you go feed, you know, the mouth, my yard, if you go feed, you know. Just buy something from a place, and, you know, we just give him my strength and thing and make him go home, so I have something in pocket to go home to the youth them. But enough people come out on the street enough time and go home and nothing of there. So at them kind of inspiration there brought forth that song, you know.
Yeah, because for some reason that song drew to me. Just from the list, I was like, wow, okay, this song is calling to me, and I knew it was a deep song, so I had to ask you about it for real. And it is a deep vibe.
Yeah, the inspiration for that was really, because when I was writing that song was produced by Moses Production.
Okay.
You know, and but I tell you, when that song, when I sat down to write and I started, and that inspiration came, you know, I could see the face of all the man them who go out there. I do it for the family, you know. I could just see the women who are going, because I know just the man them alone I feed the family, you know. Remember that, you know.
Yeah.
Different times, probably one time them think they used to work, but now, you know, workforce are made up of both women and men. You know, so enough women out there hustle.
Definitely.
For just to bring home. Enough grandmothers and I see out there, I try to find something just to bring home to them grandchildren. You know what I say?
For real. Wow. So, you know, another tune I want to talk about is Lift Her Up High. Tell us about that song and how it kind of all came into production.
First, let me say big up to my brother in Kelly Tucker, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, article, you know, love from the heart to the heart, my brother. I remember being in New York, you know, and, you know, I was in Queens and got a call from Kelly, and he was called and said, here, and I said, well, go on, my brother, and he said, yo, me there, you know, in the Bronx, you know.
Yeah.
You know, my studio, sit down and I listen to rhythm and I just your voice, me I hear upon it, you know. You need to come vices to me. And I say, what? Oh, yeah, I say. Boom, we just jumped in at the ride and went across the Bronx and went into the studio. And that was the vibe that came. Lift her up high for the world to see. She's a pride that's been answered. She is definitely a winner. She's a lady, yes. She's my baby, yeah. Cause them time there and I was in love,
Okay.
Still in love. But them time there and I was in love and just looking on and I couldn't find no better vibe than to write about the Empress.
Yeah, for real. Definitely feeling
love,
that one.
there's nothing like love,
Yeah, for real.
Love conquer all.
Definitely.
djkat.
For real. And when it comes to collabs now, who would you like to collab with?
There's so much fabulous artists out there.
I know.
I'm so scared I'm so afraid to start calling name and then, artists where say, yeah, rate here and thing, and, me not call them name and thing,
Yeah.
But yes, that, and, because in this music, we're jealous and we're really, we're sensitive and very touchy. So I don't really want to call name and then start, but there's a lot of artists out there. Because even this new album that is coming out now, that I have ready to come out about the second week of, I just collect the master today from Fata Marshall.
Yeah.
Just collect the master for that album.
Okay.
And I have 3 collabs on it. I have Luciana on it. I have Charlie Chaplin on it. And Flower Gun. So.
Wow.
But Leela Ike is one of my favorite artists now.
Okay.
I would love to do. I would.
So if Leela's listening, then
No.
Okay, you back on?
I'm here.
Okay, no, it went off for a second. I was just saying, because you said Leela Ike is one of your favorite artists. So I said if Leela's listening.
She's one of my favorite artists. I just love her vibe, the energy, that she's professing, the whole, just the inspiration, just love it.
Definitely.
It remind me of a young Garnett, when Garnett just come through and just have that energy and that vibe and just love music and just want to sing and the spiritual energy just running through him. You know what I say?
For real.
That kind of current and I see, within Leela Ike. So
definitely.
Yeah.
For real. So if she's listening right now, she should come your way, yeah?
Yes, man. I love the link there, and a Manchester girl.
Definitely.
And is from Manchester and she's from Manchester, so that it would be a good vibe and a nice collaboration.
For real. So Aaron, yeah, what has been your most memorable moment so far in this music business?
My memorable moment in this music business. Oh, guys. There's this moment that just can't leave I and I. I remember the first time when just after my brother Garnett tried out of the flesh.
Yeah.
And I was doing, and he tried out in '94, and I was doing a tribute to my brother in Bermuda.
Okay.
In '95,
Yeah.
And that was my first big show. That was like 90 something thousand odd people.
Wow.
Gather in front of and I, a big, Bermuda tent, production. And I remember when they called me on stage, and I whisper a word of prayer behind the stage, and I walked on and draw apostles because it was the same band that used to back Garnett that was backing me that night.
Okay.
His backup singers that was there, And when the band kick off and I start and said, hear my voice, O Jah, in my prayers.
Ooh.
Preserve my life from fear of my enemies. Guide I from the secret counsel of the wicked. From the insurrections of workers of iniquities. Let them talk, keep them talking.
We've got to do that.
My eyes were closed. And my eyes were closed, and I never realized that I was invoking the spirit of Garnett so much. As I opened my eyes, I saw my brother right in front of me,
Wow.
Yeah, man, and I was just so, it just frightened me, DJ Kat. I just feel just frightened, and the whole body was just full with bombs and thing, and because he had perished in a fire and thing, and the amount of fire was going off at the front of the stage, because those times they had the spray tin, and the fire was just raging in front of the stage and thing, and I felt that heat, that burning fire and thing, and so everything just came back to me, and I saw him standing right there on the stage just smiling with me.
Wow.
And for a moment, that was just that biggest fight. I can't forget that.
For real.
That was my most memorable moment, in music.
Wow, blessing. That's a vibe. That's the energy that is. And then, we spoke about the memorable moment. What has been the challenges in this business, and how did you kind of overcome them?
The challenges are a lot because, not because I'm the brother of Garnett Silk, did I ever expect, the road to be easy for you and I.
Yeah.
Because I know, about the comparison, when it just start off and people are saying, follow my brother and this and that, and very rare. I had to work so hard to come into my own and to hold my own. I think that was very challenging, guys. That was just people, because everyone have a love you, and everyone have good thoughts about you, and everyone have send good energy towards you. But I love everyone still, and everyone to the moon, and how people feel. And, we don't know that people are people. And people are going to always say what I say and, do what I do. But in most people have embraced I and I. But the promoters have always had me singing Garnett songs. So, they just wanted boom, boom, boom for the first 3 years of my career performing.
Yeah.
It was all about tribute to Garnett. They just wanted me to do tribute to Garnett, tour Garnett, because Garnett have never toured, so it was just tour to Garnett. But to come into my own and to try to let go the Garnett image, and to fool that big shoe that Garnett had, was just to fool that big shoe that Garnett have, and to put my foot in it and to get accepted.
Yeah.
Wasn't an easy task, I know I had to prove myself to the people. I had to work real hard for it, and I'm not joke thing,
For real.
Because even to go to the studios and to Vice, nobody thinks that the producers them about accept I and I or just welcome I and I. So they more have to know say I and I have to go through all the audition them and sing for them, make them hear my voice to, and if my voice was too close to Garnett to them must say you sound too much like a brother, not like your brother.
Okay.
That's why every interview when I go, and I always make the people them know, so now I used to sing before Garnett. Garnett was a DJ.
Okay.
So I like to talk that some people don't know, people know that, man, I'm not just since Garnett tried out of the flesh,
Yeah.
I had my own going on at that time. I used to sing mostly love songs.
Okay.
While Garnett, I came up on the live music while Garnett came up through the sound system.
Okay, yeah.
As a DJ called Liquor Bimbo at the time,
Yeah.
Bad DJ. I used to be more on the love side. My brother was the one who said to I and I, say you sing too much about one. You need to start give back some of that talent to the Almighty. Write some song about the Almighty and give him the praises. That was when I sat down and write my first real cultured song, with the help of him.
Yeah.
Man, show I the way a song that said, why can't I see life clearly? Why is it so hard for me? Have I been blinded by vanity? Or my life overrun by carnality? Yes. Why is my life so full of misery? Have I built it on fantasy? Oh, Jah, open my eyes and help me to see if my world is crumbling around me. Oh, Jah, I need a light that shines so bright so I can find my way Show out the way a brighter day. I don't wanna go astray. Oh no,
Yeah.
Yes, that was my first recording
Nice, nice,
from
for
the
real.
Talent Incorporation. Tommy Cowan, big him up.
Big up, big up, big up. So,
Yes, indeed.
what's next for you? I know you spoke about the album earlier. What can the listeners look forward to from Aaron Silk?
New album coming out. New single in rotation. 2 new singles now in rotation, and the Tucker production.
Yeah.
And then I have and produced by Gibby and Fata Marshall. I have. You hear me come on interview, I forget the title of my song. Positive vibes, man.
Okay.
It's just a positive way now, a positive move, a positive vibe, oh, a positive trad, and just a positive walk, yes, a positive talk, a positive ride, yes, a positive drive,
For
positive
real.
vibe all the way. That's
Every time.
no
Definitely.
promoting, so.
Definitely. And how can the people...
And new album coming out,
Yes. What's it going to be called?
Iran, self-titled.
Okay.
Iran.
Okay, I like that. So, how can the people link you? How can they connect with you if they want to get in touch with you?
Well, Instagram is Iran the Rad. Facebook, Iran the Rad. Twitter, Iran the Rad. All of my social media page, Iran the Rad.
So just like that.
And djkat, the reason for that Iran the Rad is, is that because I'm trying to make that transition of name from Iran Silk to Iran the Rad.
Okay, I like that.
And that and that is profound because my own identity also and remember it's Garnett that said music is the rod and we are Moses, leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, yes, reaching and comforting at the Father's command, So I'm just here to just carry on the work and just bring the work, and then music is the rod, so we have to just use music. So right now, here on the rod,
For real.
reggae music I use, to part the red sea and bring righteousness to the four corners of the earth,
Definitely feeling that one. And before we say goodbye for now, what would you like to say to the listeners out there?
I just love to say to them to seek ye first the kingdom of John, all the necessary things be added, all the rough times that we're going through now, this COVID-19, and things. Just know, just put Jah first,
For real, definitely.
We have to go up on a knee and pray, just go up on a knee and pray, because Jah cover us all,
Yes.
Jah no choose, because as Bob Marley say, rain no just fall on one man house top, everyone house top it fall on. So I just keep giving thanks and praise, so just keep the faith and just keep working hard. And just know that Jah will deliver us from all evil.
For real.
Every time.
Definitely. You know what? It's been a blessing and a pleasure to speak with you. I hope we can keep on speaking, and any new tunes, new music, send them my way. You've got my support. You know that.
Every time, Sister Kat, and love from the heart to the heart, and respect to the eye.
Blessings.
Respect to you, every single time, and thanks for giving me, this platform to hear my sound and my voice,
Anytime.
as it is,
Blessings. We'll speak again soon, I'm sure.
Rastafari.
Blessings. Give thanks.
Jah.
Rastafari. Bless up.
Blessed love.
Bless. Yes, people, please do go and support Aaron Silk. Go and check him out. Go and see what he's all about. Okay. Right now, we're going to be playing a tune. You heard us talking about it. Okay. It's called Lift Her Up High. Make sure you keep it locked in. Make sure you feel the vibes. This one is also a nice tune. Okay. Here we go. Check it out.